peach magnolia bought your feet at this little store run by my sweet Maureen. If you go in there, you won't come out the same. No, you won't.
Hey, this is Chip Chippison, and you're watching Bourbon Soaked Live. Bet it makes you thirsty.
Oh, that Chip Chipperson.
You gotta love Jim Norton.
Hey there, y'all. I am Juliette Miranda, and welcome to Bourbon Soaked Live, the best place on YouTube to be on a Monday night for cocktails and conversation. Oh, this is a hell of a whiskey I'm drinking, y'all. I cannot wait to tell you about it. But before I do, what do you say I introduce the man behind the scenes?
Me?
You! You are David the producer, and you are the one who makes things happen. And you said something like, God, I hope this works, just before we went live, so I'm a little concerned.
Yes, that's my exact words. God, I hope this works, and if it doesn't, it's your fault.
How could it be my fault? I just sit here and do the hard work.
Hard work.
It's not easy being this awesome.
Oh, my God.
Right? I know.
Hey, look at the time. Is it 8 o'clock already?
All right. That's enough out of you. So I can see we have quite the crowd hanging out with us in the chat already. I'm so excited to see y'all. Some hi there's and hellos to people like Bobby Blaze. Cheers to you. Thank you for being here, sir. Wheels was our first one in the chat yet again, so you get a big awesome sauce.
First.
Mm-hmm. Whew. Not a Great Gamer is here. Ganna is here. I saw Charles Ashworth has joined us. Patrick Fulmer. Marianne is here. Blended Whiskey is here as well. So, wow, y'all, I think we're ready to roll.
RWC Toyman and Anthony.
Oh my God, how could I forget them? Yes.
Right?
Good deal. Wow.
It's Monday. Isn't it weird? Does it feel weird that today's Monday?
Well, you know, days of the week don't mean a whole lot to a writer. You know, we wake up, we just do our thing. But having your schedule on mine now, where you are always home, actually makes me far more aware of what day of the week it is.
Yeah, I have to read something in the chat because I find it interesting. So a gentleman by the name of Rob Smith.
Oh, I know Rob.
He says, hi, Juliette, it's your Bunyan admirer.
Well,
I didn't know you
cheers.
had a Bunyan admirer.
I do, actually. We are connected on Instagram, and he always has delightful things to say to me. So thanks for being here. I really appreciate it.
Well, she appreciates anyone who enjoys her bunions. So.
Well, I'll tell you, my feet are the bane of my existence some days, but, you know, I love people who love them, so thanks for joining us tonight.
Cheers.
Oh, y'all, I have to tell you about this whiskey. It's so goddamn good. I've talked about it before, and I'm going to sing its praises until the day that I die. This is the Willett Family Estate Aged Rye. It's 4 years, it's a small batch rye, and it's got such an awesome proof. It's bottled at cask strength, and my bottle happens to be at 108, I believe.
108 proof.
108.2 proof. It is so good. Like, this is really what I want my rye to taste like. Those 4 years in the cask, just wow. They give it this really great oaky flavor, but it's got all these great rye spices in it. It tastes like a bakery. It really does. But then at the end, there's just this little hint of sour cherry to it. It's so good. I can drink this year round. And lately, for whatever reason, I've kind of been off the wheated whiskeys. I don't know what it is. They're just not working for me right now.
You make me sad.
I want to taste my whiskey. I want to taste this like boom of flavor, and I'm not getting that out of the bourbons. You know, the wheaters, they're nice, but I've been mixing them in cocktails lately. When I drink something neat, I want it to taste like this.
Well, I haven't had it yet, so I'm going to have to try some later on.
Oh, you are not going to like it one bit. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to hang on to this bottle for safekeeping.
Right. I figured.
I am. So tonight we're going to be talking about swiping to the left. And these are all of the deal breakers and red flags and turnoffs that we experience either at the start or the middle of a relationship that just make us say, not going to happen tonight.
Oh, there's a whole long list of those.
Indeed, there is. But before we get to that, I do want to say Charles Ashworth is telling me that it's time for scotch.
I think you're ready to make the move. While you have had scotch, we've had scotch. We don't do a lot of scotch.
No, you know what I've decided? With the scotch that I've experimented with, it's that peat flavor that I'm just not.
Yeah, you have a problem with the peat.
I'm having some
Well,
issues with the peat.
Just with the over, if it's highly peated, then you have an issue with it.
Yeah, it's just that weird funkiness of it that I just can't get past. I don't mind sipping it here and there, but I don't drink it the way that I do whiskey, from the States. I like the ryes. I just do. It's
You
just
see who
me.
joined us?
I see that we have Gil Skills here.
Yes.
Also, the dude Rocks has joined us as well. Hey guys, it's great to see you here tonight. Right now we're talking about rye whiskey, but in a little bit we are going to be talking about swiping left.
Swiping left.
Swiping left. And
I've never had to do that because, we've been together obviously 13 years now, and dating apps that swipe left didn't come out till after that.
yeah,
so.
it's true. I mean, I've done the whole internet dating thing, but I've never done it via something so instantaneous. Like, I don't even know the names of half these apps anymore.
I don't know, like Barrel of Fish and,
Whatever,
Touch
Grindr,
My Monkey.
Yeah, I know. Ride Me, whatever it is.
Grindr, Tinder, you can name them all.
Exactly. So I'm not as up on those as the rest of the world, but I'll tell you the one thing I do know about is dating and turnoffs. So that is going to be our topic of choice for tonight. But before we do that, I think I need to remind y'all to like the goddamn channel. Please. How fucking hard is it to hit a thumbs up button? Just press the button, like what you're watching. And
Well,
if
you like
haven't-
the video, you subscribe to a channel.
All right, apparently I'm confused.
Obviously, you're drunk early.
I am. So subscribe to the channel. You're watching me, Juliette Miranda. It's Bourbon Soak Live. Subscribe, like it, and then every Monday night at 7, you can tune in and hang out with us where we talk about things and I drink and get apparently very volatile and angry.
And if you'd like to share on social media, always a bonus.
Do that too. And speaking of social media, what do you say we tell everybody a little bit about what hashtag Bourbon Soak Live is? Now, you're watching Bourbon Soak Live, so if you are going to post anything to Twitter about Bourbon Soak Live, you gotta use it as a hashtag. And Blended Whiskey is seriously my hero this week. He is back out and about and checking out all of the great bars and booze around the world. The Moe vending machine is one of my favorite things ever, ever, ever. I mean, how great is it to just put one of those fancy coins in there and then out pops a bottle of champagne? It's genius.
We saw one of those in Vegas. Matter of fact, not only did we see one, we bought a couple of bottles of Moet out of a vending machine. How wrong is that?
It's crazy. And then I don't know if they do it where you're at, Blended Whiskey, but we were able to get little bottle toppers to put on top of our champagne bottles that allowed you to sip out of it while still looking classy and not, guzzling out of it like it's a bottle of beer.
Now, this may be my favorite that Blended Whiskey has sent to us in a long time.
I love this too. Did you break the internet?
I might have broke the internet.
I think my guy broke the internet here. It's getting a little slow. There we go. Come on. Bring it.
There we go.
Snappy, snappy like. We don't serve women. Bring your own. That is awesome. I don't know where you found that, but I think I want to get one for the living room.
That is the best.
Is that not the best? I love it. We're totally going to hang something like that over our fireplace.
I love that. Those are some awesome ones. So if you want to come up on the show, just tell them how to do it.
Exactly. So while you're watching, take a photo of yourself watching the show, or whatever's you're drinking or doing or where you're at. Post it to Twitter using hashtag BourbonSoakLive.
Yep, we'll
how we
feature
roll.
it on the show. That's how we roll.
Container Man has joined us. Cheers to you, Container Man. And he's saying, I'm surprised that you two don't have one in the new place, a champagne vending machine. Wow,
You know
that's
what?
an idea.
Holy crap, Container Man! I think you're a genius.
He's
I think we're
onto
gonna have to do that.
something. I like that idea.
Oh my God, I'm away vending machine right in the hallway, between the bedroom and the bathroom.
Well, and then we can
got
make
room.
money off of our house guests. Bobby Blaze says, when I was in Japan, they had beer and vending machines also, and panties. I know the panty vending machines still baffle me, but hey.
Hey, you know what?
See, here's my question though. So I know like guys are buying the panties to do whatever it is they're going to do with them. But say there's a girl out on the town and she's like, I need a pair of panties. Do you think she ever grabs one and then...
Oh, no, because they're supposed to be used.
Oh, please. They've just been sprayed with something. Or
Oh,
maybe she digs
What,
that.
cat litter?
You don't know. Maybe she's into it.
Yuck. Oh. I don't even know what to take that.
So Charles Ashworth says wine fridge would be cheaper. It would, but where's the style there? I mean, we're trying to tell everybody how classy we are by having a vending machine.
Yeah, classy with a vending machine in our
Full of
house.
champagne
That's
and
real
panties.
classy.
Life with Linda has joined us and says, hello, everyone. A vending machine for champagne sounds like a good idea, and certainly does. I'm into this.
Especially Moet, because you know what? They're what I'll call a value brand.
Yes, but it's a solid champagne.
It's a solid champagne.
Yeah. That's always our go-to when we're feeling really decadent and we want to be fancy.
Well, we don't go with the like Dom's like a few $100 a bottle.
It's
it's
and the
not worth
markup
it.
at restaurants, there's no way I'm ordering a bottle of Dom
not
at a
worth it.
restaurant. That's absurd.
No
Patrick,
way we can get $40.
True. Patrick Fulmer says that new panties are $1, used are $5. You pay extra for the scent, I guess.
Wow. Hey, this one smells like New Jersey.
Ew, nobody wants to smell that. Ugh, yuck. It smells like broken dreams.
Right?
Speaking of broken dreams, our topic tonight is swiping left. And these are all those deal breakers and red flags that hit you either at the start or as you're getting into a relationship that just make you say, fuck no, I cannot do this.
I want to hear from, and we got some awesome people in the chat. I want to hear from them. What are their swipe left moments?
Absolutely. So I've got this kind of broken up in a couple of conversational directions. Chime in when you have a story to share because I totally want to hear about it. I mean, we all have some pretty crazy dating experiences, and tonight's the time to talk about them. So to open things up, we're going to go with the low-hanging fruit. And we're going to talk about the physical things that turn us off. And I know we're all supposed to love everybody and everybody, but come on, we're human beings. It's categorically impossible to be attracted to everybody all the time. We know what we like, right? I mean, I do.
Well, I think there's some pretty simple things, at least for me. Deal breakers. Women, facial hair. No. Out. Done. Gone.
Okay, so how often did you come across a woman with facial hair that was into you?
Well, it's not like she had a Burt Reynolds mustache or anything, but you run into the woman that has, like maybe, like a couple 3 or 4 hairs out of a mole that you go, oh! You just can't look at that. I just can't.
All right, well, I was going to
sorry.
go with saying that a turnoff for me was always seeing a guy who looked high maintenance. And I mean over-groomed to the point of looking like a mannequin. You know the guys I'm talking about, or even the chicks who do this too, where they're covered either by so many facial filters or by so much makeup or hair product or whatever it is, they don't look real. And that really creeps me out because I like reality. You know, I appreciate you're gonna have, you know, some wrinkles. You might have a hair popping out of a mole.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be as long as, you know, the hair on your head. You see what Ganna said?
When men have bigger boobs than I do, kind of a turn on. Oh my God. I don't know if I could handle a guy having a bigger bra size than I have.
Well, even if it's the same, do you share a bra?
No, he'd stretch it out and get it sweaty and gross. No, I wouldn't even date a girl who had the same size boobs as I did. Like, I did this once, and she wanted to borrow my bras, and that grossed me out. And I have no legitimate, rational explanation for why it did. I just didn't want her wearing my lingerie. I thought it was weird. She could borrow my dresses, my tops, just not my lingerie.
Can you tell the story slower?
So
I'm just asking.
Wanted to borrow my lingerie.
Yeah, you don't have to. Did you see the ones up above?
Let's see, what have we got here? Gil Skill says, peach fuzz, maybe. Cacti, no way. Charles Ashworth says, bullshit. I'm not attracted to everybody. I do have standards. They may be low, but I do have them.
The Dude Rock says, when women do the weird.
I need clarification.
I want to know what the weird is.
I'm afraid to know what that
No,
means.
I want to know. I must know what the weird is now.
The dude says, when women do the weird camera angles to make them look different. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
the iceberg
We're talking
shots.
the iceberg shot.
Yeah, you see 10% of the mass that is above the water.
It's not just women who do this, though. Guys do it all the time, and I encountered it so often. Or what they would do is post a photo of themselves from like 3 or 4 years ago where they were maybe 20 pounds lighter. You know, they were better groomed, all of it. And it's so deceptive. If anybody did that to me again, it would be an immediate disqualification. It's just not okay.
Yep. And by the way, Patrick says, no implants unless dental.
Well, yeah,
I
you
agree
need those
with you
to
there.
eat corn. But boob implants?
I've never been a fan.
Me either.
Never been a fan.
You can't snuggle them. They're hard as rocks. It's just.
Well, those were the old ones. The
I
new
only know
ones-
the old ones. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the chicks I was seeing.
And the old strippers
Yeah.
used to have those. But nowadays, from what I understand, I haven't done much scientific work on it yet, but this weekend I will be.
Yeah, we're going out to Bourbon Street, and he's going to feel up the homeless people because that's the only people that are really out right now.
Well, you can't find girls that are getting boob jobs now. Now they're getting ass jobs.
Yeah, everybody wants to have the bubble butt,
I know.
which I
Fine.
like a good butt. I do,
Fine.
but I don't understand the
I
implants.
wouldn't get the implants to get a bubble butt, though.
You know what else there is? It's the craziest thing. I've seen these in stores. You can buy leggings and jeans that actually have extra shaping in them to like enhance your butt shape. And if that isn't the goofiest thing ever, I don't know what would be. I mean, there's like padded bras, which I get, but padded pants, that's absurd.
I don't even understand that.
All right, so what have we got going on in the chat here? Underwear is a big-ass no-no. Correct, Anthony Redneck Way of Life. We're not sharing underwear. John Churchill, if you could show his comment, saying girls with hairy tits.
Oh, my God.
That's so unfortunate. See, just as a woman, I can say that if that were a problem, I would be mortified, and I would find every way on the planet to make it go away. That's me. Because holy crap, I can't even imagine.
I told you the story when me and one of my buddies that I used to work with, and I won't say his name or the company, but there was a girl that we worked with, and she had a hair on her shirt, and my buddy, this goes back 20 years ago. He went to go pull the hair off her shirt and say, hey, Arlene, here, let me take that hair off your shirt.
Yeah.
It was attached.
Attached to her skin?
To her boob.
Wait, where was he pulling it off from? Like in here?
No, it was offset from her. It was like up like above her
What
tit.
kind of shirt was she wearing? Like if you were
I
at
don't even
work, shouldn't
remember.
that area have been covered?
I don't even remember. No, she was covered, obviously, but he pulled the nipple hair out, and she
That must have
yelled
been a
with an owl.
seriously long. How does he know it was coming from her nipple? And that's a hell of a
Well,
long
it had to
hair.
come from her chest at the very least.
I don't know.
Not good.
That seems weird. I mean,
I was there. I stood there and went, "Oh my god!"
what kind of maniac
believe you did
reaches
that.
into a girl's shirt to pull out a stray hair?
It was the '90s.
All right. It was the 90s. Okay, I understand now. So we have some more comments to go through.
We got a lot.
Charles Ashworth says, "I'm old school. The only thing I had to worry about was sobering up next to a troll."
Oh my god, the worst.
Bobby Blaze, never been a fan of fake boobs. Natural, smaller, all good.
Yes.
Cheers to that as a, smaller size
A
gal.
smaller size girl that doesn't have fake boobs. Not a great gamer. Other side of the fence. Fake boobs are fantastic to drum a bit like Phil Collins. All right, I get it.
Well, so I see Malton in Montreal has joined us, and he's wearing a padded butt plug.
Well, that
Why
makes
wouldn't
sense.
he be? I mean, I thought that was just a regular occurrence for you.
I thought it might have a tail too.
Well, I would hope so. Gaffa, who has joined us, cheers to you, Gaffa, says Juliette doesn't need implants, but David.
I was actually going to have a testicle removed and have a lotion dispenser put in. That's
That's
a
a-
different thing.
That's a stolen joke.
No, it's not.
That is a Robert Schimmel joke.
Is it really?
That's a Robert Schimmel
Did I
joke.
accidentally steal that?
You completely subconsciously quoted
Oh my
Robert
god!
Schimmel.
All right, I stole a joke. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awful.
No, I remember that one.
Damn me.
He's also the one who was talking about trying sex toys out with his wife. And then he's
Yeah. Take it out of the box.
yeah. Robert Schimmel was the best. See, okay, here's, and I'm going to skip ahead to a different subject, but a turnoff for me is somebody who does not have a solid sense of humor.
Oh my god! Someone who's way too serious, swipe left immediately.
If you can't keep up with my jokes, and admittedly I tell terrible jokes, or even just my sarcasm, if you don't get it as being sarcasm, I can't handle it. I need somebody who's going to laugh with me at things.
There are so few funny people in this world. And that's sad.
It's very true. Well,
sad
there's
to me.
funny haha, and then there's funny tragic. And nobody likes funny tragic.
And you know what? You don't have to be a damn stand-up comedian to, for me to be in a
No.
relationship with. Because obviously you roll with funny. You don't have to be like ha-ha comedian funny.
Right.
But you know funny and roll with funny.
Charles is saying my mic keeps dropping.
Oh, really?
Is this a thing?
No. You are good. Let me hear you.
So we're checking on my microphone level right now. What do you think, David, the producer, has it sounded to you?
It sounds a little low. Try again.
All right, well, I will keep talking. Yeah, we do have another comment that says my mic is in and out. Battery check on my mic.
Oh, I see something going on here with the IR. Good call.
I got full battery.
All right, hold on. I'm going to just change you out to the other unit. It'll make it easier.
Are you using the old or the new one?
Nope, I'm using the old one.
Well, that's why.
Oh, Jesus. There you go. Put on your new unit. There you go.
I thought it was the transmitter that was a little
You
funky.
have to turn the other one off, though. Make sure you turn the other one off. There we go.
Hang on, I have to remove my microphone from my tits.
Dun, 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 dun. I'll do Lady from Ipanema.
Because that's sexy. All right, is this thing on?
Let's see. Go ahead and talk.
I'm talking into the microphone as I put it on.
Yeah. You sound great.
All right.
I think you're
Can
a
I
little
set
hot.
this thing on fire now?
I think you're a little hot. Hold on. Okay, now talk.
All right. So I have
There
changed
you
out
go,
my microphone, and what I've asked is, can I set this goddamn thing on fire now?
There you go. You're all
Boo.
good. Hey, see? See, life is
Happy
good.
now? All right.
So, swiping left. I have some deal killers. Total deal killers. When it comes to just dating back in the day.
All right.
My biggest one. My biggest fear with any woman that I would ever go out with, and you never know this until you're actually out on a date, is I cannot stand an obnoxious laugh.
Ooh, yeah. Somebody who's got a bad laugh.
A bad laugh. You know, I know that sounds so petty, but when they go, or just something so ridiculous.
So
I can't
weird
handle it.
or awkward and just, yeah, that's one of those things you can't get over.
You can't get over that.
I know, because you hear it every
time. And
every
then you don't want to be funny.
Nobody wants that. Yeah, you know, it's weird, the personal tics that we all have that we have to either accept or reject in each other. And yeah, the laughter thing is a big one for me. Mouth breathing.
Is that common though?
I met so many guys who just breathe right out of their mouths, and I don't know if it was because they were just dumb.
Were you dating a lot of guys from the south side of Chicago?
Or they had really bad allergies. I don't know, but they would be sitting there, their mouths would be open, and I could hear the breath coming in and out, and it grossed me out. I couldn't handle it.
Oh, Container Man nailed it. It's snorting while laughing. Yeah, that whole snorting thing. Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
That's not attractive.
I mean, every so often it just can't be helped. Like, one sneaks out if something is truly, genuinely over the top funny, but people who just do that routinely, ugh. And it just sounds fake too.
And Brian nailed it. I remember there was a Seinfeld episode on a girl that laughed bad that he dated, that he couldn't date anymore.
Oh my
Do you remember
God.
that?
Well, yeah, if you're a comedian.
It was what? Oh, I can't remember the actress's name, but she was pretty
know.
famous. Not like an Ann Drescher laugh, you know, from that. Oh,
Sure. Yeah. Where it just sounds like she's repeatedly being kicked.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
The Shape has joined us. I have not seen you in quite a while. Cheers. I'm glad you're here. We're talking deal breakers, red flags, and all the things that make us swipe left.
What would make you swipe left? Well, I mean, it's hard to say swipe left because you're only seeing a picture.
Well, I mean that metaphorically.
Metaphorically, swipe left. First date, second date.
Right. Something that just comes
On your
out
wedding
that
day.
you cannot handle. And another thing I can't handle is somebody who chews with their mouth open.
Oh my God, that's gross.
Yeah, like when you can hear their chewing across the room. Oh, it's so not okay. I mean, where are your manners? You have to be aware that people can hear you slapping away at whatever it is you're eating. It's gross. It's seriously gross. And I know girls and guys who've done this.
I've never seen a girl that smack-jawed. No.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never seen a smack-jawed girl, but I've seen
They're out
guys
there.
do it.
And you know if
tons.
she's making that noise while she eats, she's probably making similar sounds while she's doing other things.
Well, that's okay. If she's busy with other stuff, the smacking sounds aren't so bad.
No, you know what? The same goes for somebody who's, say, like, going down. I don't want to hear slurping or smacking or chattering or whatever weird noise they're making. Just do your business, be quiet about it, and get the job done. I don't need all of this hoopla.
You know what Charles said? The sad part is that I was married before swiping left or right was a thing. Totally same with us, too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I used dating sites like Match.com before David and I got together. And, I mean, truth be told, David and I did meet on MySpace.
We met on MySpace. How weird is that?
That's so unfortunate.
I know. It's so unfortunate. But our best friend is Tom.
Yay! The Shape says, I dated a girl who had a very irritating laugh. She sounded like a sea donkey. Hee-haw! But she was a great girl.
Hee-haw, great girl. Gotta go.
So we're having all sorts of conversation now on slurping and humming.
Wait, hold on. Container Man did say, did you see that?
Brown and missing teeth.
Brown and
Ew.
missing teeth? Yeah, that's kind of a turnoff,
Ooh,
I'd
no,
say.
that's not okay. Although I, it's a thing. Like, I've met a ton of people who just, I don't know if they've given up on hygiene or what, but or they think it's optional. I don't know.
We call them summer teeth. Some are there, some are
teeth.
not.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's like summer feet,
Right.
which unfortunately I have.
You
right now.
have,
I
right.
do. But so we're talking about slurping. Not a Great Gamer says, make it sound like you're ingesting a highly valuable soup. No, do not do that.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is you have in your mouth, what body part it is, don't slurp. That's just bad manners all around.
Well, slurping is a little bad, but some mouth noises are pretty good.
Well, so Patrick Fulmer asked about humming. Now, for me, I'm going to say humming is a huge no-no.
Right.
But for you,
Nah, I don't
no.
give a nah.
Yeah,
Not humming?
I wouldn't think so.
No, what are you gonna? When the saints come marching in.
You're not playing a trombone.
What are you gonna do? No, I don't want
Nobody
to hum. That is just so wrong.
Malton in Montreal says, I come up with glazed donut face and wipe it off on our sheets. That's another deal breaker right there. Now, I'm not saying you can't be a little glisteny, but come on, grab a tissue. Just,
You know what is a complete out of? Oh,
Yes.
it just makes me sick. In front of each other, or to
No.
keep the bathroom.
Huge deal breaker for me.
Deal breaker.
Girls are, you have no idea how disgusting girl and girl relationships can be, because I would say 75% of the girls that I've dated,
Oh, hold on. I think we're freezing here for a second.
come on,
Hold on.
come on.
I think we're getting better here. All right. I
Are
think
we
we're
back?
good.
Okay, so I was saying that 75% of the girls that I've dated, I think they've all left the bathroom door open. Like, they didn't care. We're girls. It doesn't matter. We can see each other do these things. No, I don't want to see you pee. I don't want to see you do anything else in there. Showering, that's okay. But the rest of it, no. I don't want in on that at all. And
No.
if a guy does it, it's even worse.
Gross. Oh, Charles Ashworth is saying YouTube is screwing with you guys again. I don't know if I don't know what's going on here. So it's showing a little bit of red on our kilobits here. I don't know. Hold, please. The Shape says, David, the producer, landed a hottie. High five, Dave. Don't leave me hanging, LOL. Yes. We're trying
Yeah,
here,
they're
buddy.
saying buffering sucks. We're trying. There's not a whole lot we can do. I mean, you've got this set right, yes?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all set right. We're in good shape, but for some reason, YouTube doesn't like us tonight. Yeah, it happens. It'll go back.
All
We're
right.
good.
Hang with us. Just wait for it to kind of like do its thing. I promise you, this is not on our end. We have all of our settings correct. We have full internet. This isn't us.
Right. I'm buffering here big time all of a sudden. It's the same putting it with a stamp on it. Okay. We should be back now.
Okay, so apparently we're back now. What the fuck
Apparently
happened?
we're back. Who knows?
Okay, y'all, I'm going to say this one more time. That was not us.
Yes.
Okay, I've said this before. We have everything set up just fine. Our internet is full blast. The buffering is not us.
No, unfortunately not. We have amazing internet here down in New Orleans, thankfully. But yeah, something weird's happening. And it might be an OBS problem. I don't know.
Well,
but
anyway, so let's go back to the
We're good.
being in the open conversation, because I'm on a tear here. And I was saying before that 75% of the girls that I've dated all left the goddamn bathroom door open. And I'm not okay with that. I don't want to see you pee. I don't want to see anybody pee.
Well, guess what? I remember early on in our relationship, you had to go outside my car door on the side, and you had to pee
Okay, peeing
out of the
in an
car.
emergency is one thing. Okay, that can't be helped. Peeing in a field,
I'm just saying.
it happens, okay? Bodily functions happen, but when you are existing with somebody in a house, you can close the door. Just close the goddamn door. It's not hard.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like I'm icked out by it. I just don't need to be that intimate with somebody. I can share emotions and feelings. I'm not sharing a toilet. I'm just not.
And by the way, everything should be fine. Hopefully everyone is seeing everything. If everyone in the chat or people in the chat can let us know if things are cool, again, because I think they should be.
Well, and Gana is saying that girls can be so nasty, and it's so true. If you have ever been in a girl's restroom, I swear to God, women are foul.
Girls are foul in a bathroom.
They are. They treat it as though it's an outhouse. They do. I don't understand
What's
it.
wrong with you, broads?
Girls are just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that it's not their own. They just don't care. They pee everywhere. It's just not okay.
You guys pee and you pee on guys just to mark your territory. You guys are weird.
Well, that's entirely different. Marking territory is one thing.
All right. So I have another swipe left moment.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah. So have you ever dated someone that can't cook?
Ooh. Okay, there's two parts to this. One, can't cook. Two,
Doesn't want to cook.
Hates food.
Hates food?
Well,
I never
or not
had
hates
that.
food, but has issues with food. Like they won't eat chicken because they don't like, meat on a bone. I mean, I can't handle somebody who's got food hang-ups.
I could never date a girl that didn't cook. If she didn't cook,
Oh, I snagged you with
go
my
fuck
cooking.
yourself.
My
you totally
mother
snagged
was
me.
old school. I mean, we're talking, practically arranged marriage, old school. And she said, you need to know how to cook because that is how you are going to land a husband. And those were her exact words, land a husband. Now, I changed my perspective on, husband shopping early on.
Oh, you saying you lowered your expectations with me?
No, I wasn't as aggressive about it as she wanted me to be.
I get it.
She wanted me to be married and barefoot and pregnant by the time I was 22.
Nope.
Which was not my life plan at all. However, the cooking was phenomenal advice because knowing how to cook, well, that's just sexy right there.
Exactly. I think it's both sexy and, cooking food together as a couple is actually a freaking blast.
Isn't it though? I mean, people always wonder how couples stay together and what keeps them happy. And it's having things that you can do together like that. Just sharing the kitchen and trading off duties really, it's not just fun. It also helps you kind of work through stuff. Not to get all like psychological on y'all,
people are saying my stream just totally quit. I keep refreshing. Can anyone see us out there? I just want to make sure that YouTube didn't shut us down because we've had that happen before.
Drone King says,
okay.
Back up from me.
Oh, okay. Drone King says it's cool. Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so y'all just give us a little comment, a nod in the chat.
Charles
Mike Meyer says, I
Mocha,
see you.
Just quit again. I see you.
It's a mixed bag.
Wow, that's so weird.
That's fucking weird.
You know what? I'm going to go on just because I want to see.
Hang on. Let's
please.
all go online and see what happens.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, no.
I can see it. I can see it on my phone.
All right, so we're good.
Yep, we're good. All right, I just wanted to make sure.
I'm so fucking over this. Talk about fucking turnoffs. Goddamn YouTube fucking with us every goddamn week really pisses me off. We've got everything set right.
Yeah, I know. No, we're good.
All right.
We're good.
Anyway, so now that we're talking about sexual hang-ups and all that,
Yes.
dick pics. Dick pics fucking suck. Huge turnoff. If any guy were to ever send me a dick pic, particularly without preference, like without a preface, like, hey, you interested in seeing my dick? Any of that is just a big fat hairy no. I don't want to see your dick. Dicks are not attractive.
Well, you know what? I agree with you. I've never sent a dick pic my whole life. But I will say this. Nude pictures is pretty awesome of a girl getting nose.
Well, yes. Girls
The other
are
way
pretty.
around, it's pretty fucking sexy.
See, I think a guy could take a really sexy photo of himself if he just tried and thought about it.
But not just of his junk.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying take a sexy picture, but don't make it a close-up of your junk. I mean,
Right. Well, it looks like a plucked chicken.
it's just not attractive. I'm sorry, guys. Your cocks are weird.
It looks like a mushroom in a forest.
I don't want to see that. I like attractive photos. So like if a guy were to take a really just attractive photo of himself, you know, whether it's shirtless or just, I don't know, looking sexy, smiling, or just having that come hither look, I mean, that's entirely different.
You see Drone Kings? What he said?
Juliette needs a chest pic. Oh, that's Container Man.
Yeah, no, up above.
Did you ever date anyone called Richard, Juliette? He would have sent you dick selfies. I get it.
Da-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Snacky. So Container Man is asking about six-pack abs. Not a requirement. It's just a matter of taking an attractive photo of yourself. I mean,
Right.
looking your best. You know, like just have a natural expression on your face.
If six-pack abs were like mandatory for Juliette, I would not be sitting here in this producer seat right now.
Yeah, I just like a natural looking person. You know, I don't that whole like bodybuilder thing. I'm not into that. Especially like when it's really overblown, and then you start seeing people who lose their necks. You know, in replacement, they have like giant lats up to here. They look like a potato. I just don't think that. Too many muscles is a huge turnoff for me.
Okay, we've talked a lot about our swipe lefts. I want to hear more from the chat on what their swipe lefts are. What are the things that are complete deal breakers for you to date someone?
And I see that Ganna is saying we all pee in fields. We do.
Oh, absolutely. Who hasn't?
That's entirely
Oh my
different.
God, I've written complete sentences in the snow in Chicago.
These are two entirely different things. Peeing in front of your partner, you know, when you live together all the time, turn off. Just random peeing in a field because you're at a festival or whatever and you got to go, totally different.
Oh my God, yeah, that's situational. That's different.
I see that ADHD Whiskey has joined us. So
Hey, beautiful
cheers
people.
to you,
See him.
sir.
And Bob Adventures.
Adventures is here.
Bob's here. That's awesome. Great to see you, Bob's. And Charles, did you read his?
Attractive photo of Dom DeLuise is still a shirtless picture of Dom DeLuise. Okay, well, some people just have a special certain something.
Patrick Fulmer says, yeah, she's just looking for a rich man.
That's completely not accurate.
No. Rich. And you know what? Rich is subjective.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it really just depends on your goals and what you want out of life.
Right.
I
And
like being
Container Man
rich in
says
whiskey.
Juliet has a rich guy now. Rich in humor.
You are rich in humor.
Rich in jokes.
You're rich in problem making.
Exactly.
So I'll tell you, here's moving things along a little bit. There's some compatibility things that are crazy that I would have as a huge deal breaker. Somebody who's not into horror movies. I know that seems very specific, but if the guy or the girl doesn't like scary movies, total deal breaker.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the things you like, right? So no matter what that is, the kinds of music you like.
Well, that I think you can get around a little bit. I mean, there needs to be a
If she
little
likes
bit of...
classical and I like classic rock and nowhere in between meets, then you're out.
That's a tricky one.
Sorry, done.
I see Patrick Fulmer says, if she has the same name as my ex.
Yeah, you know what? That's a weird thing.
That's either really convenient or really awkward.
I don't think I've ever dated two girls that had the same name. I don't think I've ever done that.
I've dated guys who had the same name.
I never have.
Oh yeah, I've dated at least 12 Mikes.
Mike's a common name. I get it.
You know, I think guys have a little less diversity in their names than women do. Particularly from the era where I was dating.
Oh shit! I've dated 17 Juliettes. I forgot about that.
I know, and they were all redheads too, which is really weird.
Yeah, I know. And they're all boozers.
The Dude Rocks agrees and says music does matter.
It does. I'm telling you, because
yes.
if you're hanging out just listening to music, and she wants to listen to classical, and you want to listen to classic rock, or whatever it is you dig, I'm out, man.
Yeah, I guess I do feel that way. I've always been very particular in dating somebody who loved music in general. I mean, I can't be with somebody who doesn't love music or who doesn't understand why I love music.
Unless she can suck the color out of a marble, then I'm going to pass on the music thing.
Yeah, well, unless he can hammer a 6-inch spike through a sheet of wood, then...
You cut diamonds.
Charles is boasting that he's never dated someone with the same last name.
Well, that's important.
I'm glad to hear that, sir. I really am. Gaffa says, where I come from, if a woman has the same name as my ex, I'm probably related and probably been there, tap that.
I could see that.
Now, another big deal breaker for me was pets.
Pets?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I learned the hard way to not go out with guys who had more dogs than I have socks. The guys who would have their profile photos of them and their entire brood of dogs were really, really weird. Like, this one guy brought 3 of his dogs on the date with him.
3 dogs?
3 fucking dogs. And they were all
that's a lot.
Doberman, which was really just obnoxious. They're all bouncing all over the place. And I'm not saying I don't like dogs. I love dogs. But some of these guys treated their dogs like their children, and not in a good way. It was some sort of weird replacement thing for them. I don't know, but the dogs were their life. And that's not okay. That's just, I mean, in the same.
Well, that's it's like a cat woman.
It's like a crazy cat lady. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I love having a
hard.
cat, and I get it. If you don't like cats,
Yeah, but if
that's
you
a
have
deal
12, nope.
And it depends on the pet too. Like, I know you never had a problem dating somebody who liked tarantulas.
Well,
but
I got a gift tarantula from one of my dates, yes. And she turned out to be a weirdo.
But somebody who has like an affection for an aquarium full of stuff, or like an entire house full of aquariums of stuff, that's a deal breaker for me right there. I can't do that. I can't dedicate my life to that many animals. I'm not a zookeeper.
You see what Brian says?
There are days I like my dog better than my kid. Well, okay. I would rather have a dog than a kid, so I get that.
Totally get it.
Well, and that was another thing too, was the guys who are the girls who had kids, and you know,
oh, there's deal breakers right there for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's some people don't mind people with kids going into a relationship, and others not so much. Like with me and you, I did not want to go into a relationship with a woman who had children.
or who wanted to have
or
kids.
who wanted to have kids
Exactly.
at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge deal breaker. And I can't tell you how many times people dismiss me knowing full well up front that I never wanted to have children. I just spilled some whiskey. I was so adamant about that. I mean, I literally put it in my Match.com profile, no children, never want to have them. And guys who wanted to have kids would still go out with me and then get all pissed off when I would say, I'm not into kids. It's not going to happen. I had one guy leave me at a restaurant because he was so
I remember that
disgusted
story.
with that.
Yeah. Oh, Toyman, RW, obviously, Roy.
Roy.
Well, Ron. Sorry.
Sorry, Ron.
We got Roy and
I
Ron
know, I've
confused.
got ours. Yeah.
Yeah. Ron Toyman is taken off.
Thank you for being here. It
Yes.
was great seeing you.
Oops.
Container Man says, women with kids, if she's hot, maybe. If she role plays, most definitely.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Bob's Adventure says, I'm down for whatever. I don't have to be pregnant, so I don't really want to say have to or not.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? People dig their own thing. Some people want kids. Some people have kids. Some people don't want to ever have kids again.
And you know what? That's great. Your decision is your decision. My point being in that story was don't go into it expecting somebody to change or to suddenly want them when they're with you.
Right.
That's where shit gets complicated and fucked up.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
yes, Drone Kiggs left me at the restaurant. He actually threw money down on the table to pay for his meal. He did. He threw $50 down on the table and says, I can't be here anymore. And then he walked out. So I finished my meal and had a perfectly lovely evening without him.
See, Bomb says, I just want a cool person. You know what?
Yes, don't
At
we
the
all?
end of the
Yeah.
day, isn't that what we all want?
Exactly.
Just someone that is, our perfect match, our perfect melding
Yes.
of, you're at the, a similar vibe with that person.
Exactly. That's what you want. You want the right vibe. You want the person whose quirks complement your own or who balance them out. It's all about just finding the right match. And that was always my argument when people ask me, why did you date so many people? And I dated a lot of people. I dated a lot of dummies and I had a lot of shitty relationships. And it's because I was trying really hard to find the right match for myself. So yeah, to do that, sometimes you've got
trial
to
and
kiss
error.
a lot of fucking frogs.
Yep. You have to kiss a lot of frogs. And God knows I did that. Some of those frogs were alligators.
But look at you now. You're
Yeah.
all happy and content, and I haven't tried to, off you or
You haven't tried to kill me in at least 3 days.
not late. I haven't locked you in the garage recently because
Nope.
we don't have one.
We don't have any. But you locked me out in the balcony one night.
That was for fun.
I know.
So, y'all, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this episode of Bourbon Soaked Live. Remember, I'm Juliette Miranda. My YouTube channel is here. Subscribe to it, like this video, and always be here on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time so that you can hang out with us and talk about our topic of the week. I have no idea what next week's topic's going to be, but I'm sure it will
You
be
usually don't know for a couple
riveting
days.
and fantastic, and hopefully the fucking internet and YouTube gods will coordinate.
Yes.
In the meantime, I also have a podcast. It's called The Unwritable Rant. It's different from this show. The show is very freeform and all over the place, whereas the podcast is a strict narrative story. So listen to that if you want to hear me talk about some of those failed, horrible relationships and the rock stars I've been with and all of that. It's a good listen.
And by the way, I do have to tell Container Man, by the way, that he says lot lizards, David the producer. There is a show that we just saw on Netflix about lot lizards.
Did we mention that last week?
I don't remember if we did.
I believe we did, but yes, it's a kind of wacky documentary about lot
Yes.
lizards. And we have people saying, "Don't go. The stream just came in good."
Oh, great. Son of a bitch.
Motherfucker!
Always happens.
Isn't that just the way?
Well, we had a blast this week, and we'll be back next Monday.
Yes, and also, y'all, just a little FYI, David the producer has a YouTube channel too. He does.
Yeah, I do.
It's
and
like the
it's
speakeasy of YouTube.
it is, it's like a secret of YouTube because I don't even promote it at all. But if you want to go there next Saturday at, I think it's 1 or 2 o'clock. It's out there. If you look at it, there's something out there.
It's your channel.
But we have a really cool person. Oh, by the way, last Saturday we had the co-creator of F is for Family
and The Simpsons, Mike
and
Price.
The Simpsons, Michael Price, on our show. And we had Eric Roberts out there. We had the guitar player from Kiss, Bruce Kulick. on there. We've had so many cool people on my channel, and I don't even talk about it.
No, we like treating it like it's a speakeasy. Those who know, they come, they have a great time. So hunt down David the producer on YouTube.
We have a
It's
really
fun.
cool guest next Saturday, though.
We do.
We have
It's gonna be
Robert
wild.
Lasardo, who's a badass. This
He's
guy's a
badass actor.
motherfucker.
You've seen him on everything. This guy is cool. He's gonna have some very cool stories for us, I think.
Looking forward to it.
So let's thank all the people who've been hanging out with us today. And apologies again for the fucked up YouTube stream. Y'all, seriously, I don't know what the deal is. But thank you for hanging with us. We had Container Man joining us, my bourbon buddies like Blended Whiskey and Patrick Fulmer, Charles Ashworth, Malton in Montreal, Drone Kings in Darwin, Bob's Adventure, Marianne, Mike Meyer, The Shape, awesome to see you, ADHD Whiskey, The Dude,
Not a Great Gamer.
Not a Great Gamer, Ganna,
Gil Skills.
Gil Skills. Gaffa was here also.
Yes,
and
of
Toyman.
course, Toyman was here with us. A lot of great people. Bob's Adventures, of course, too.
Exactly. And if I missed you, I apologize.
Mike Meyer.
Mike Meyer. I think I mentioned Mike, but Mike Meyer.
Did you? I'm a moron.
Keeping track of the chat and drinking rye whiskey at the same time is very complicated. So definitely come back and join us next Monday at 7 p.m. Y'all, I am Juliette Miranda. Dave, the producer's hanging out back there. It's been a blast. Cheers, y'all.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.
Well, down here in Nola on Thalia Street, when you reach Magnolia, hold your feet at this little store run by my sweet Maureen. If you